Hi, sorry, my microphone decided to stop working. Welcome everyone, let's do it. Let's start our training. I hope your cores are more than okay. Let's try this. Let's start with an easy combination here. So try to place both of your arms on the ground and your head on the ground. Let's try and check. Your neck should be without any kind of tension. Let's go for a single touch with one of our legs, and then let's gonna switch on the other side. Keep your core always tight. Those abs, they should and they must always remember to push inside so your lower back is always against the ground. And we're gonna start super easy by just touching the ground. And if you can, try not to touch really closer to your butt. Nevertheless, don't go for the full extension so far, not yet. Let's do a proper warm-up for all the muscles surrounding our hips, our core, especially those hip flexors, sorry. You can see that Elish still has some technical issues. Yeah. So should we say that this one it's super easy to start on Monday, right? So let's go for now for the same combination. The only difference, go for a full extension of your legs. Try to extend your leg the closest to the ground as you can, and then we're gonna pull it back again. So the closest as you can, and then we're gonna pull it back again. So far, those arms are completely on the ground. It's all about your core, always tight, pushing inside. And also, it's all about warming up really good those legs. Double check on your neck and your head. They shouldn't have any kind of tension against the ground, not even the least lifting your head off the ground. So always try to keep your head on the ground. We're gonna just focus on that core. Elish on fire, welcome. Does it work now? Yeah. Nice. Now you are officially on fire. Let's go team for the last 30 seconds of this super easy warm-up. But it's coming later, I'm not responsible. Should we try to see how it goes? Let's go for a tougher combinazzi. Now we need to lift our head off the ground. So let's go for full extension of one side of your legs. Let's go for the other side and try this. First, we're gonna lift both of your shoulder blades on the ground with the arms closer to the ground. Go for both, closer again to the ground. Pull back those knees. Down we go to restart. Isolate first one of your sides and control one of your sides. Switch on the other side, and once you have your right and your left, first we crunch those abs to lift the shoulder blades off the ground, and then we go for the full extension of both. Try to push, if you can, those legs the closest as you can to the ground, pull them back again, down we go. No tension on the neck when we work with a single leg at all, no tension on those arms at all. The only tension comes a little bit when we lift and when we work with both of our legs. The good thing, it's gonna be an easy one here. Why? Because no matter if you work with one leg or both of your legs, you must or you should always have and feel that your lower back is against the ground. So if at any point you lose it, you feel that that lower back is going off the ground, something it's missing. Not to say that something is wrong, but something it's missing. Try to reactivate that core once again. Now be honest, who is not tempted to go for the roll up after that both of your legs extend? But not yet, not yet. 30 seconds to go. Have I mentioned that I have some workers in the street of my home this morning? I hope you cannot hear them, but they are really noisy. So I hope the microphone is really cutting those noises. My team, whoever needs to rest, please take a rest whenever you need it to. We're gonna go for the same ones. The only difference, it's at the end. Once we lift, once we push both of our legs, bring both of your arms over your head. Then pull them back again, and down we go. Let's keep that core always pushing inside here. That's the main goal of the single legs. And for both of our legs, we need to use that core not to only push inside, it's to also pull us off the ground, to push the legs closer to the ground with the arms. Then we pull it back again, we go down. Think about those abs. They push inside with every single leg. Later, those abs, they pull us off the ground for every time we work with both of our legs. Since before you have been focusing on your lower back, and now you probably must have a lot of control of that core and your lower back, start to focus now on your shoulder blades. How much more can you lift the shoulder blades off the ground? Good news are coming the last 30 seconds once again. Let's go for our last 3, 2, 8, and then just simply stop. Bring your feet, both of your feet on the ground, and let's prepare a little bit more of those legs. Let's go for an easy ones. Flex your foot as much as you can. Try to pull that leg as much. Remember, always fully extend on your knee. As much as you can, we stretch, we point, down it goes. Double check on those arms. They should be, or they must be super relaxed. Same as your head, same as your neck. Not because we pull the leg, we do, for example, this move with the head. If your head is pushing against the ground, your neck, it has a lot of tension here. So always try to reset that head. Just focus on one side of your head. There comes a strength from your hip flexor to the front. And focus on the back of your leg. That's a lot of stretch for the hamstring. I feel like next week I'm gonna take you, all of you, an exam of anatomy. You should know all the names of the muscles right now. Don't worry, you don't need to study. You just show up with a sleepy face on a Monday morning and then we just do it. Switch please, other side. Keep your knee fully extend. Feel the front part of your hip flexors and feel the back part of your legs. Those are your hamstrings. Don't forget to play with your foot. Remember, we flex the foot, we point. We flex, we point. Should we say that these ones are the easy ones? Yeah, these are really easy. 20 seconds to go. Direke, what happened with your background? Last time I saw you have a really nice day outside with sun, clear skies. What happened? Where do you live? Let's go for it. Let's go back again to the first combination. Let's add on a single roll up. That means focus on your hips, focus on your core with one single extension, focus on the other one. The only difference now comes with the head. It will always stay on the ground. We're gonna push and bring those arms over the head, and now we're gonna lift those arms and those shoulder blades and the head off the ground. Start to push as much as you can. Once you cannot push any longer, don't hold it. That means never stop moving. Bend one of your legs, bend the other one to restart. First we push forward, then we switch. This one. Still keep your head on the ground the moment you open yourself completely. And once both of your legs are on the ground, then it's time to squeeze even more those abs to lift. Shoulders down, round your spine, push as forward as you can, and then release it. We are not going to hold it, that stretch. Remember that. For every time we go forward, try to always feel how your lower back is starting to stretch. Also try to feel how those hamstrings, they're working together with your hips and your lower back. So push always politely, it's not a race, but then let it go. That means we're not going to focus on the stretch now and holding it. So you should feel those hamstrings stretching a little bit, and suddenly you release them. You're gonna keep the things super easy, super easy. Your main goal right now at home is to never stop moving. So whatever you do, you should always move. If it's not one leg, it's your whole body weight goes off the ground. Okie dokie, 20 seconds to go. How's the hip flexor so far? They should be super good. How's the core? Main goal of this morning, never stop moving. Remember that. Let's keep the same sequence. The only difference, we're gonna add on a tiny turn or a rotation. So we have one single leg, we have the other one, same as before. Open, same. Go for the roll up, but do not go forward for the stretch. Sit down super straight, and with only one of your arms, start to open to the back of the room. The other one keeps pointing forward. Once you have one side, switch on the other side. Let's take the other arm, goes behind as much as you can. And then, yes, we're gonna round that spine, we're gonna push it forward for the stretch again, and just releasing it without holding it. Once you are fully on the ground, lift one of your knees, lift the other one to restart. So this is our starting position. We go for one full extension. We go for a single one, and then we go for both. Let's work that roll up. Squeeze those abs and pull with them off the ground. Pop up your chest, and if you see it right here, if you check it at home, both of the arms are pointing forward, right? Open to one side. Switch on the other side. Rotate from those hips as much as you can. And then comes that pushing forward for those hamstrings. And then back to that starting point. That means first lay down, rest your head on the ground to lift your knees and to reactivate that core. Don't forget, every time we start, always squeeze those abs inside or do a double check. Where are your hips and how's your lower back? Now, rotating, it's a really easy task, but rotating good, that's not so easy. When we rotate, always pop up your chest, always. And the most important thing, keep those shoulders always down, always down. It's only one hand and one arm that rotates to the back, and your chest, it rotates alongside with that arm. So try to avoid always pushing or pulling, even better, pulling your shoulders higher. This one, that's your neck. This one, it's not your neck, and it's the strength coming from your hips. And if we are okay at home, let's go for 1, 2, 3, 4 times more. Elish, since the microphone and everything it's working, you can celebrate and you can keep going. Instead of 4, just go for it. Yeah, I went to close one of the windows of the workers. They brought a huge machine, so how's the lower back going? And how's the legs? Can you feel the legs, how they push against the ground the moment you want to twist? Oh yeah, no legs, no hip flexors, no rotate, no twist. Now for those ones that you still have one more or maybe two, think. This is a really good advice. Think very, very good. What are you doing whilst you are rotating? Because the next sequence, we're gonna rotate a lot more. I can see you, Maddie. Hi. Barb, I can also see you. I can see you twice, actually. Yeah, if you put one more camera, it will be like being in the cinema, 3D. Once at home you have done those last 4 times in total, take a moment to chill, especially for your core and your back. And if you have lost the count, no worries about it. There is always the option of starting from 0. Whew. How are we? Good, right? Will you believe me if I tell you, sorry, that that was just a warm-up? Should we try now? Let's see your balance if it's good, because now I'm gonna ask you 2 things at the same time. The first one will be a rotation, same as before, but the second one will be to roll back down without falling. Basically, this one and 2, we take it away. This is our starting point now. Open yourself, go for the roll up and pop up your chest, same as before. Once your chest is really popped up, it's time to round behind and start to rotate as much as you can without this happening, falling down on the ground or lifting your legs. So your legs or your heels, they should be on the ground. Try to press with them against. Try to open one of your arms, goes behind. The moment you feel your lower back touches the ground, it's time to go for the center, pop up your chest, and let's try the other side. Let's see if the other side, it's the same strong, it has the same strength as both sides. Pop up your chest, let's stretch forward, and then just release it back down. Arms closer to the hips, knees, over your hips to restart. First we open, we're gonna take the single legs, no more warm up anymore. Let's go for that roll up. Pop up your chest first and try to sit down on your hips. That will help you a lot to start the control part. Then our first move from here, it's not to rotate. The first move, it's to round your spine. So from here, sitting down straight, I'm gonna ask you to relax, just relax. Your spine will be rounded. And then slowly, with a lot of control and creating pressure with your heels against the ground, try to rotate without falling completely. That moment you're gonna feel like, yeah, I'm falling, you need to stop and push it forward. Pop up your chest again, so we reset, we always go back to the center and then round your spine, and let's go it for the other side. Very, very important here. If you fall down, it's perfect. That's a balance. Welcome for the first balance exercise, mixed with a lot of strength. Try at home, each one of you, to push yourself as much as you can. So if you fall, remember, when you're rotating, suddenly you lost it and you fall, it doesn't matter. Start all over again until you will get much better on that balance point mixed with strength. Good luck. The question will be, which side is your good one? The right, the left, or zero? None. Now, as a quick advice, remember, one of your arms or one of your hands, it's always pointing forward, same like we have worked before, and the other one goes to the side. What happens if both of your arms, they go to the side? You lose it. You lost it. So always, one, keep it forward. It will help us to reach. And even if you want, and you're about to fall it, you can place your elbow if you want and push a little bit. Does it mean that I'm cheating, Manu, if I use an elbow? I will say no, but it's really closer to, if you know what I mean. Always use first your core, the 100% as you can of that control and balance. And if you really need it, then you can apply a little bit of help with the elbow. And if we are all okay with it, 2 times more that full sequence, please. Some of you are leaning to one side and I'm following you with my head whilst I check on you. That's what we call connection. Yeah, it's like, oh. And coffee. Yeah, kind of. Yeah. I was watching the camera. Some of you were like, and then I realized, Manu, what are you doing that? Will you say at home that this one was easy to do it? Yeah, not at all, right? How many times you felt that you're about to lose it? Ooh, man, my burps. All right, let's go for the good thing. We're gonna keep the strength of the same roll-ups, but now we're gonna start to again rotate with the help of our arms and one of your knees. We have done it last week. Now we're last week, 2 weeks ago, I must say it, if I'm not mistaken. This is gonna be our starting point. Remember, the knees over the hips. Why this is our starting point? Because here there is already tension here on your hips. So the only thing you need to do is to squeeze even more that core. It's open. Let's control that lower back against the ground, and let's go for that roll up by popping up our chest. So sit down on your sit bones of your hips once again. Choose one of your legs. We're just gonna bend. Take the other arm, goes now to the ground, and the opposite elbow, blocks on the knee to push and rotate as much as you can without doing this, without rounding your chest inside. So always try to pop up that chest as much as you can. The moment you cannot push any longer, or the moment you feel I cannot rotate anymore, count 5 seconds and then release it to do it also on the other side. With bend, take the hand behind of you, elbow blocks on the knee, or if the elbow does not reach the knee, you can also push with your hand. After 5 seconds to one side and 5 on the other one, release it off. And we are not going to stretch those lovely hamstrings forward. We are just going to go down to lift one knee, lift the other one to restart. First we open up ourselves, control that core, that means the lower back is always against the ground. Big roll up, pop up your chest, bend one of your knees, and rotate, push. This one, the moment we push, you you should stop feeling that you're doing strength with the core. So it's like here your core is doing strength, here your core is doing strength. The moment you start to push with the elbow on the knee, the core kind of relaxes a little bit. Why? If it doesn't relax, you cannot rotate actually. So let's stretch a lot the lower back, plus all the surrounding muscles that we have closer to the obliques connecting with the ribs. By the way, anyone at home have felt crack, or crook on your vertebrae when you rotate it or not? That crick should feel really nice, huh? Nice. Some of you at home, you look the perfect picture of Pilates. Eh? You turn, it looks so nice. When I do this, I look like an orc from the Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I'm suffering there. Not take care, I'll shift lift. 2 more times. Last 2 chances to really open up your rib cage, your lower back, try to rotate as much as you can. Use the strength on your arms to push, and if it's not your elbow that it's pushing your knee, remember you can always grab with your hand or inside or outside, doesn't matter. As long as you always rotate. Once at home you have done those last 2 times, take a moment to chill. Don't forget to drink water, coffee, tea, whatever you have. In between trainings always quick sips. So, how's the spine? Lekker, right? The rotations. But you do know at home that with our spine, with our vertebrae, we can rotate and also we can lean to one side and lean to the other side. So let's try it, shall we? This one, forget it. We're gonna take it away. So let's start directly for the full roll up. Let's roll it up. Let's bring those arms first over your head, down with one hand closer to the hips, on the same line as your hips, and without lifting your butt off the ground, lean first as much as you can to one side. Try not to hold it. Switch on the other side. Try to stretch as much as you can. Don't hold it. And then here comes the good thing. Round your spine again. We're gonna release it forward, and then we're gonna go down, restart all over again. Big roll up, and even if you want, you can do a quick roll with those arms when you go up. Arms over your head. Aim first to one side. Try to, if you can, to always keep moving. And when you reach each side, the maximum stretch, don't stop. Once you have your right and your left, or vice versa, also we're gonna push it forward, and then we're gonna release it. This one should feel even better than the previously one. So the previously one we worked on releasing the spine by rotating it. Now we're gonna just bend it, that spine to the sides without any kind of rotation.
So it was simply
Try to imagine that your whole vertebrae of your spine, it's like a pizza dough. You need to play with it. You need to rotate it. You need to stretch it one side, other side. Ooh, lekker, right? That's why if you can, always try not to stop moving, so always try to push as far as you can. Also when you go to the sides, push, 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 push. When you feel you cannot push any longer, or your butt once you lift off the ground, that's the moment you need to release it and go to the other side. There was a cat running on the camera, okay. I hope the cat is okay. I don't know what you have done with that cat. She's scared. Doctor here, altered lift. In these 2 times the last ones, think very thoroughly and concentrate yourself. What do you feel when you go to one side? What do you feel literally when you go to the other side? Or where do you feel it? And the third, what do you feel or where do you feel it when you come forward for those hamstrings?
and it was away from things.
By any chance, is anybody of you counting how many roll-ups you have been doing? Yeah, you better not. Yeah, don't. If at the beginning of the training I tell you, today we're gonna do 100 roll-ups, suddenly you would just shut down the Zoom, the camera, everything. But we are getting closer. All right, grab those 2 moves, one side, the other side, and the second move is going forward. Mix them, turn on the blender, and you have the final product. That means choose your favorite side to start. Round or roll up above those arms. First start to one side as much as you can. Without going to the center, switch your whole body weight to those toes or your foot for your hamstrings. Pull from them, and without sitting down straight, go to the other side and lift your arm over your head. Once you got it, then we go again. Both of your arms over your head, and from here we round down with a lot of control coming from your abs and your core to restart. The only thing you need to concentrate yourself a little bit more is to always remember which side you started before. So in my case, I started to my right side. So now I'm going to go first to my left side. So stretch the whole side on the left first. Without sitting down straight, keep your spine round, aim forward as much as you can. And from forward, aim for the other side as much as you can. Once you have both of your sides, then we go to the center with both of our arms again over the head. So it comes again strength, and then down we go. Keep playing with those vertebrae like a pizza dough, remember. The only difference now, it's not only about stretching it. Now what we're gonna tell our spine is, okay dude, I want you to do strength. From strength to stretch, to stretch, to stretch, back to strength, and then it relaxes. If by any chance, remember, you need to take a small break, go for it. Don't be shy, just lay down on the ground. But if it feels good and lekker, nobody's stopping you of not stopping. those were a lot of words. Tongue breaker. And as always, Marian, I love your smile. There you go. See? One smile a day, for me, it's enough. Especially when I see you suffering, stretching and this and that, it's a lot. Nog 3 keer, alsjeblieft, team. And of course, if you're not a morning person, you can do 4. Yeah, I know. I will tell you a secret. I'm also not a morning person. That's why I always wake up super early. So then I'm a little bit more awake. Otherwise, I'm the Grinch. I'm the Grinch of Pilates. Just lay down on the ground and do this. How does it feel so far? Good. As I mentioned before, with that spine, we can flex it, we can rotate it, we can flex it to the sides, and also it can be hyperextended backwards. So we're gonna try that now. To hyperextend your spine, we're gonna work inside the comfort zone. That means we can start with both of the knees on the ground, and if your knees are a little bit sensible, just place a towel underneath, because we're gonna keep here a little bit longer than usual. A towel, or even if you want, you can grab a pillow. It's gonna be nice. From here, let's try to work that spine. So our first move is to push our back to the ceiling. Try to push, if you can, your hips inside. Hide your head as much as you can. And then comes the opposite move. Try to hyperextend first your spine. So push your hips backwards. Try to lift your head, but keep your eyes on the ground instead of totally forward. Keep your eyes on the ground. From here, watch this. Extend first one of your legs as much as you can and lift the opposite arm as much as you also can. Once you have it, release it first and let's reset. First goes the super round one. Use that strength of your abs or your core to push inside. Round as much as you can. Right now your shoulder blades, they are opening. First, push your hips or your butt behind. Lift your head just a little bit, but keep your eyes on the ground. Then comes the leg, point backwards. Lift the opposite arm as much as you can to release it and restart again. It's all about playing with your spine now, from a super round or a flex position to an extended one, and sometimes an hyperextend one. Now, the moment you're working with your leg backward and your arms super higher, do not forget to still activate that core. No abs, it means only one thing. It starts to hurt here on your lower back, because the lower back has to do all the strength by itself. How easy is it? Is that right? Is that correct if I say it like that? How easy is it? Or hoe makkelijk is het? There. Don't ask how, eh? Just was there. Nog twee, alsjeblieft. Two rights, two lefts. Don't worry, since this one's all super easy, the next ones are not gonna be so easy. Seneca, how's your lower back? Happy still? Yeah, okay. It's like a lot of tension, right? Yeah. Yeah. Are we ready for the good ones? What do you say? Time to push a little bit more. If I fall, promise you one thing, you're gonna film it and you're gonna laugh a lot. I'm gonna take it out because my mat just lost a lot of grip already. All right, this is gonna be our starting point, same as before, and same. First, we're gonna round as much as we can. After that rounded spine, we are not gonna push it. We're just gonna go back to the same neutral position. Extend one of your legs or one of your toes on the ground. Extend the other one. So this one we know it as a plank, right? And then let's go for a huge stretch now between the shoulder blades. A lot of stretch to that whole spine. Try to push here and try to hold it between 5 to 10. And the moment those seconds are gone, bring one of your knees underneath your hips or back to the same pillow that some of you, or the towel that some of you used before, to restart. First, we always need to push inside, so those shoulder blades, they need to open a little bit. Try to open them. Back to that neutral position. Take a toe or one leg behind. Take the other one. Here already you're doing a lot of strength. And then let's keep on that strength, especially those arms, to push backwards. Remember, after 5 or 10 seconds in between, then release it by bringing one knee and the other knee to restart all over again. It's all about the spine now. Try to feel how much more can you always push backwards. This move, for example, you can love it or you can hate it. So I hope you are more on the first side of liking it and loving it. Try to always think about this, try to push as much as you can backwards. And I will promise you this move, it's the final one of stretch and strength from our training of today. So I hope your spines, they really enjoy it, everything.